Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk about Tarheel Reader. So Tarheel Reader is a free online library of accessible books for people of all ages. It's run by the Center for Literacy and Disability Studies and the Department of Computer Sciences at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So Tar Heel Reader is accessible to persons with disabilities and is able to be accessed through a computer mouse, touchscreen, alternative pointing devices, AAC devices with serial output, the IntelliKeys, or with 1 to 3 switches. So the website has a nice link to kind of explain how to set up the accessibility for the website. So I'm going to walk you through that here. So you can click here to learn more about the alternative access methods. It kind of just goes through like what type of access you can give your students to use Tar Heel Reader. You can learn about switch interface and then like switch access. And you go into more and it'll kind of show you which ones will be accessible with the website. At work, I have some of these. I don't have any at home with me, but it works pretty nicely. We can also hook it up to our clear touch boards. Go back. So Tar Heel Reader was intended for parents, educators, and others to author their own books to use with their students or clients. So it's generally used as an online library of books to cover a wide range of interests and topics. I like to use Tar Heel Reader with my middle and high school students to kind of um, look at more age appropriate topics, but keep the content in their level. So they're able to access different curriculum by me adapting it on Tar Heel Reader. So it allows the readers to use the book using their different access methods. The website allows for those students to read the book and have the book read aloud to them. You can change the background color and the text. So I'm going to go through and show you how to do that. So you come up at the top, you can go home, find a book, find collections. You can favorite, write a book, log in. They've got a couple different nice things. So we're going to go to find a book. And this was something that I had already searched earlier. So you can just kind of search a topic. October is Fire Safety Month, so we're going to kind of focus there next month. So if I type in fire, a couple different things, you just kind of have to poke through. I typically use it to find ones that I have made myself. But let me just kind of show you some of the features. Safety, I'm going to click here. And if you come up at the top, you can edit the speech, the color, you can download it, go to default. If you go to more, it brings you to your settings, your reading preferences. So you can have it silent, a child's voice, a woman or a man. You can change your page color, blue, black, yellow. I know this is nice for my kids with CBI. I have some students who respond better to a black background and then some who respond better to a yellow. You can also change your text color and then your page button. Let's say you want it extra large. Air drill. And that'll kind of change those buttons to be extra large, the turn the page. Um, so I would say that this site is pretty user friendly. I think it's a little bit easier to author a book than it is to kind of sift through. So because it's kind of an online library where people are making their own books, they just have tons of books and they do get reviewed. But unless they have like a pretty good um, topic or like keywords to search, you kind of have to find like a hidden gem. So I do think that authoring the book is a little bit easier to manage than to kind of search through the website to find something that you're looking for. So if you go to write a book, let me just kind of show you how to go in there. So you just come over here on the left hand side, write a book. And then you can find pictures. So they use Flickr just because they don't want to have to you can't use copyrighted images on the Tar Heel Reader website. So you can't upload your symbol sticks or your board maker pictures unless you have permission from the copyright holder. So you can find your picture. So let's say we're doing a fire safety. So we'll do firefighter search. Find a picture of one that we like. You can hit more like these and it'll kind of scroll through. And let's say we like this one. So we'll just add it to our book. We can close out. And it'll kind of put your pictures here. You also have the option to upload your own pictures, but again, don't upload any ones that are copyrighted or they're not going to go through with being published. And then you click on your pictures once you add them down here, and then you click to edit. So these are helpers, firefighters, or community helpers would be our sentence for this. We would title our book. And then you can choose the language. So we would choose this. It's going to be in English. Let's make a couple more. Police officer. And then when you're finished, sorry, my screencastifier is a little bit in the way. You have the option to either save it as a draft or publish. If you're still working on it, I would recommend save it as a draft. If you hit publish, it kind of goes to um, those who manage the website to kind of review it before they give you that little green check that says that it's been reviewed. So we're just going to save that as a draft. Our book has been saved as a draft. And then you can come back at the top. You can look at your books. So it can show you the ones that I've published, your collections. These are the draft books. This is the published. And then you can look at your favorites. So I would say that the site is pretty well managed. If you do have any sort of issues, you can get help pretty quickly. So you click on this help. They have frequently asked questions, how to write a book, where are the readers located. So you can kind of see that there's writers and readers of these books throughout the world. You can kind of see the map of where majority of the readers are. But it does have like a nice help center, accessing Tarheel Reader, finding your way. And then anytime you're having any issues, you can always like report a bug, and they're pretty good about getting back to you if you have any issues. So Target Reader really allows the author to manage the content of the book and the information for the readers as well. So really, those who are authoring the book are the ones that are in control of what the reader is gaining from that book. So it's not as clear cut as any other sites where you can have them like take a test afterwards. There's no way to kind of like assess their learning on the Tar Heel website, but it's a nice way to give them the information, have them read it themselves, um, practice using their access methods, and then you would have to use another system to kind of test knowledge from what they're gaining from Tar Heel Reader. The reader has various websites or various ways to access. Hold on, I'm going to stop.